Hey friends, thanks for clicking through to this video. I know there's a lot going on in your life and even in your day, so I'm grateful for the 5 minutes you're giving me to speak into it. I feel like today might be a total game changer for some of you, and here's why. These past few months, I've been reading my Bible. I found myself going, what is that doing in there? Like, of all the things God could have included, why did He include that? And spoiler alert, we're actually doing a series in October looking at some of those passages. It's called Stranger Things. But then I've also found myself reading the Bible, and I'd read passages where I was like, man, I wish that wasn't in there. Like, of all the things God could have included, wish He would have skipped that one. And so we actually did a series last month called What's Next? Because Psalm 16:11 says that God's made a path of life for us, but it's found in His presence. And so we were exploring what's the next steps we could take in order to find this path of life. And oftentimes, those steps to take, not always the ones we want to take. Case in point, Ephesians 5:20. Always give thanks to God the Father for everything in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Wish that wasn't in there. Wish God would have said, usually give thanks for most things because 2020, right? But that's not what it says. It says always give thanks to God for everything, which I know some of you watching, you don't view the Bible the same way I do. So just in life, here's what I can tell you is true. Happy people are thankful people. You want to change your outcome this week? Change your outlook. You will find the evidence for whatever mindset you choose. You want to be miserable? You can find the evidence for that. You want to be angry? Plenty of evidence for that. You want to be outraged? Hop on the Twitter. You probably heard me or somebody else say your feelings will follow your focus. So real quick, 2 ways to change your mindset this week to one of positivity. Number 1, learn this one from James Clear in his book Atomic Habits. Instead of saying we have to, start saying we get to. Instead of saying we have to, start saying we get to. The key point is that both versions of reality are true. You have to do certain things, but you also get to do them. So instead of saying, I have to do these things, start saying I get to. If somebody asks you, what do you have to do today? Start saying, well, I get to help my kids get ready for school. I get to get up early and work out. I get to drive to work. I had the freedom to learn in school. I didn't have to do anything. I got to. I once heard a story about a man who uses a wheelchair. When asked if it was difficult being confined, he responded, I'm not confined to my wheelchair. I'm liberated by it. If it wasn't for my wheelchair, I would be bedbound and never be able to leave my house. See, I think it's important to remind yourself that the things you do each day, they're not burdens, they're opportunities. I don't have to, I get to. Number 2, become an expert in each other's strengths. You want to be thankful, you want to have a positive life, become an expert in each other's strengths. You'll find what evidence you're looking for, right? So if your spouse never does the dishes, and your kids never appreciate you, and your boss never notices you, and change the declaration. Become an expert in your spouse's strengths. Let them hear all the good things they're doing. Speak life into your kids. Compliment the employee or the coworker or the boss. Tell a friend you appreciate them. Become an expert in what's going right. You don't have to become an expert in the strengths, but you get to. Just a reminder that church is still happening. Small groups are still happening. We've got opportunities to serve in our community this fall with a festival. We've got Meals on Wheels. There's just a lot of things where we can be a light in a dark world. We don't have to, but we get to. That's my 5 minutes or less. God bless.